But on the Gold Coast this weekend with the Pirtek Australian Legends, Ford fans have a chance to get one back of their own. We're going to reenact the 1977 finish of the race with Alan Moffat, Colin Bond and the original XC Falcons that broke the hearts of every Holden fan.
I'll keep your eyes on the road, your hand upon the wheel.
A scene we've never seen before, side by side.
It's an event that most people remember, you know, it's like a lot of things in Australia, you know, whether it be the America's Cup win and the 77 goes right along with all that.
Could you sympathise just a little bit with Jamie Whincup 2 weeks ago?
Well, I guess the difference there was that they were very close. When we did it that particular year, I think we were a lap or two ahead of the next car.
But the Moffat Fords aren't the only muscle cars here this weekend. There's an array of iconic cars and legendary drivers to help us celebrate 50 years in Australian touring car racing.
Through the top part of the section, acknowledging the cheers.
James, you're representing a legend this weekend. I've got to ask you though, can you imagine how we drove this thing?
Mate, to be honest, it's actually pretty good to drive. The only thing I would change would be power steering. They were real men back those days, mate. Not for me. I like power steering.
It's been a couple of years since we lost Peter, but it's amazing how the memory just keeps on living on, particularly through these cars.
That's why I obviously love coming up and being able to do this and represent the family and, you know, sort of keep the name out there. And, mate, for me personally, it's just an amazing experience, obviously, to drive, you know, these wonderful vehicles. And honestly, just hang around with the old guys and listen to a few of the stories. And as the stories get bigger and better every year, so it's great fun.
What stands out for the A9X that you really love?
It's just a great package. I mean, and me personally, it's my favourite vehicle. Like, bar none, that is the best.
163 laps, Peter Brock, winner of the great race. This is the kind of send-off, and I don't want to...
Oh, no.
Jimmy, you've only driven this car a handful of times since 1992. Does it feel the same?
Feels exactly the same as it did in those years. I mean, it's amazing, really. You wouldn't think it would, but still get a sore thumb from the four-wheel drive pressure on the steering wheel. Still has a slight vibration in the steering from the power steer, but it's exactly like it was.
People at the time chased this car out of the sport, and now they say they love it.
Half the people here on the weekend will never have seen it race or on the track, so, you know, that's great.
Bathurst 1992. Still, people remind you about that, don't they? That'll never end.
No, they still do, and it was a good part of motorsport history and the things that I said. But the thing is that we won the race, so I didn't really care.
Whoa! Not much between them. There was almost a touch.
The competition between us, Jimmy, myself and Dick, it's there. It's still there. Don't you worry.
What about this car? I mean, it's one that people just love. People who haven't even maybe seen it race in its heyday.
It was not as a successful car as I would have wished it would have been, but it won some good races. And it led some good races. It led many races, but unfortunately it didn't fulfil the obligations that I wanted with it.
Oh, he's gone. Kevin Martin's row is over. Bartlett has gone. He's got Dick got Canadian through. No, Dick got out of the way.
Dick, driving True Blue's got to put a smile on your face every day of the week.
Well, having a car that was that achieved so much in a short period of time, mate, it's certainly different to drive to what the later model cars are, that's for sure. It is so heavy on the steering, I must have been either stupid or very strong at that point in time. Still goes pretty good.
It's got a special place in your heart, really, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I think for the simple reason it's the car that we won our first touring car championship in, with that epic race at Lakeside with Brocky, and certainly to come back in the same year and win Bathurst after the support we got from the Australian public, and that was just fantastic.